Hey there, it's Leslie at Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and today I'm making a triple scoop ice cream cone. And I've left a list of all of the supplies in the description so that you can make these cookies and decorate along with me. These are really easy cookies to make. You just want to start with the cone and outline it with a 15-second royal icing and flood it in. And once you're done putting the cookie, take a scribe, or you can use a toothpick, and get the icing out to the edges and give it a little twirl and a shake. And once you're done, set this cookie aside to dry. And grabbing the bottom ice cream scoop, I'm just going to outline it and flood it in with a pink royal icing or a strawberry scoop, and use my scribe to get the icing out to the edges. I'm going to do the same thing with the purple ice cream for the middle scoop, and again with the blue icing for the top scoop. Once I'm done flooding the top scoop with the blue icing, I'm going to take a few sprinkles and sprinkle them on the top. Then I will set all of these cookies aside to dry for at least 20 minutes. Okay, so my cookies have had time to dry, and I'm just going to pipe on a row at the bottom of each scoop of ice cream. I'm not going to worry about smoothing it out with my scribe. And then I'm going to set them aside for the icing to crust over but not completely dry. And while I wait for it to dry, I'm going to go back to my ice cream cones. These have had a chance to dry completely, and I'm going to use an edible marker and draw the lines on it, and then I want to give him some eyeballs. So I'm going to take my white royal icing in about a 15-second consistency and make two big eyes. And then I'll use my black royal icing in about a 20-second consistency and give him a little grin. And now I'll go back to my ice cream scoops. They've had a chance to dry, so I'm going to use the bottom of a paintbrush and just lightly dimple them. I'm going to be very careful not to dent the icing that's underneath this little row of icing, and just lightly dimple it. And then I'm going to take the top of my paintbrush and get it wet with some water, and then dry it all off on a paper towel and kind of dimple it some more. I'm trying to make it look like it would if you went to the ice cream shop and got a scoop of ice cream on a cone, and it has that nice thick layer at the bottom where it attaches to the cone. And the icing I'm doing this in has crusted over, but it has not completely dried. If your icing has already dried, you can put another line of icing on the top, and then take a slightly dampened paintbrush and dab up and down to create a texture. Then I'll put these aside to dry and go back to my cone. I want to give it some eyeballs with an edible marker, and I decided to add some eyebrows. And here's another way to do the face. I didn't like the shape of his eyebrows, so I took a slightly dampened paintbrush and just moved them around a little bit. Let these dry completely, and then you can go ahead and stack your ice cream cone cookies together. And another thing, it's a lot of fun to play with your food, and if you want to see what I mean, watch my short with these ice cream cone cookies. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.